I am live. Hey guys, welcome to a very random and spontaneous Headbangers Kitchen live on YouTube. What's going down today? Well, let me just show you what we're up to today. We've got red, white, and green. We've got some cauliflower rice here. I've got some spinach soup. And I've got some beef stew. Yep, that is some interesting stuff that I'm going to put together now. And I thought I'll just show you guys what I'm doing. So let's get cracking with things. I'm going to move the cauliflower rice away. Hello to Rihanna. Hey, are you like the Rihanna the singer? Hello. I'm moving away the soup and the spinach soup and the cauliflower rice. Yep, it's time for Frankenstein kind of stuff. So I don't know what all you can see. Alright, so you can see the cutting board. I've got my... Now I'm going to pluck the beef out of the stew. So this is a beef stew that I cooked, and the beef quality was like really tough. Well, water buffalo actually. Yeah, so water buffalo, very tough water buffalo. So despite me cooking it low and slow, it didn't quite become nice and tender. So I'm just sort of doing some weird stuff now. So I'm plucking all the beef out of the stew. So you can see all big chunks of... I tried to actually make a roast beef, and as I learned the hard way, water buffalo does not make a good roast beef because there's no fat in the beef. And that's the thing about Indian beef. Indian beef, basically, I don't know what they do with the fat. I think they kind of they just delete the fat. Like they hit the delete button and the fat just vanishes. No, this is not a stroganoff. This is a... Okay, wait, I'm going to tell you the story behind this. Look, that's a big hunk of beef. That's quite a bit of water buffalo beef here. Yeah, a lot of it. It's about 1 kilo of beef I cooked up in this tomato-like stew. So I think I've got most of it out. Oh, there's another big chunk. Yeah, so I was making roast beef, and the beef, like I said, has no fat content. In India, we get tenderloin, which is tender, and you can cook rare, medium rare, whatever, and it's delicious, it's tender. The other meat we get is called beef, which is just, it's a tough, lean cut of beef, which you cannot cook medium or medium rare or even well done. You have to literally cook it into oblivion till you can literally shred it apart. Like that's how tough it is. So I tried to do a roast beef in my Le Creuset, and it was not coming out the way I wanted, so I tried to make a stew out of it. Hello to Robin from Australia. And yeah, so I put the beef, I tried to stew it, I tried to make slices. It just didn't happen, and then the stew was not as great tasting as I wanted, so I ended up adding some sour cream to it. I added some vegan cheese. Yep. Believe it or not, there's something totally wrong about this. I added vegan cheese into a beef stew. Namaste to DNC from London. Do you add vinegar here? No, I didn't add any vinegar. So I had tomatoes, so the tomatoes have enough tartness in them. I added a can of tomatoes. So anyway, it's one of those hodgepodge dishes that doesn't come out really well, doesn't taste so great. So anyway, I don't like wasting food, so I have to constantly do things to salvage the dishes. So right now, I'm going to cook up some really weird cauliflower rice with the beef chopped and shredded finely in that, and we'll make some kind of a fried rice out of it. So let's get on with the cooking process. Let me see if I can get the camera in a nice angle where you can see everything. I'm using the School Joby pod, so let me change the angle. Oh, there you can see everything. Beautiful. Alright, so it's time for me to get the stove on, get my pan on the gas. Hello to April from the USA. does cauliflower rice taste just like normal rice? No, but it's not bad. It's a great alternative. So you make sure that's nice and hot. Gonna put some butter in here. And I want to melt the butter now. And I'm going to pour in the cauliflower rice. It's quite a bit of rice, so it should be fun. Yep. Now just spread out the cauliflower rice. Okay. Hello to Sumedha from Sri Lanka. Hello to Jenny from Houston. Hello to Danny. Is the rice raw? Yes, this. Oh, I can't realize where you're seeing. So this is raw rice, and this is the beef stew. Now the beef stew is quite thick, so I'm just going to pour it over. It's like tomato based. And turn the flame down. Now there's still a lot left in here. So I'm just going to just actually rinse it out. Let me use my trusty tool. Never waste food. Now I'm going to do something even crazier. I've got some spinach soup. Yeah. So in goes the spinach soup. Once again, waste nothing. Get all of it out. Now, I'll mix. This is going to be epic, trust me guys. In one way or the other, this is going to be epic. It's like a Ninja Turtle, isn't it?
It's like Ninja Turtle 2.
Don't get worried about this, guys. It just looks ghastly. It will not be tasting ghastly at all. I promise you. There's no need for salt even because everything is seasoned. A big shout out to Daniel. Who's Daniel? Alright, so this is cooking. I'm just going to cover it now and let it cook till the cauliflower is tender. Alright, so how many of you people just lost your shit when you saw me put everything into that rice? Alright, let's see who's online now. Hello to Dawn. Hello to Pack TV from Tennessee. Hello to Ashray. Let's see who else. Hello to Daniel. Hey Daniel. I'm glad you like the flourless chocolate cake. Hello to Dawn. Alright, Soham asked me, how do you tenderize chicken? Soham, here's the thing. Most people are just overcooking chicken. If you are making chicken breast cooks very quickly. So if you overcook it, it becomes very dry and chewy. Now, I believe if you're using country chicken, that meat is very tough anyway, because country chickens are running free and they are exercising quite a bit. So I believe their muscle is quite, muscles are quite worked out. So the meat is quite tough. Those you generally cook low and slow till they fall off the bone. That's my advice on cooking chicken and making it tender. I'm having some black coffee, guys. Any of you all eating or drinking anything right now? It's always interesting to know what people are up to. Hello to Javier Reyes, who says sous vide. Hooked up to your recipe, says Mrinal. Thank you very much. Thank you, and hello to 7T1 Mookie from Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam. I came there once. I had a brownie. It didn't do anything to me. Hello to Snehal as well. So now maybe I should chop the beef like into little shreds. I want the beef like really small bites, so even though it's quite tough, it'll just become like nice, chewy things, like not chewy but like sort of crunchy almost. Let me chop it up now. Can you see it? Hey, you can see it. It doesn't look that great because it's covered in sauce, but let's move it to the side. Looks like, that's it. It's a nice, whoa. See, it's quite tough. So I'm just like slicing it. See, look at it. It's like tough as nails. It's cut into small, little bite-sized pieces. You cut these even smaller, in fact. Yeah, nice, small, thin pieces of beef. Yeah. Hello. Yes. Look at that. Beef. Buffalo, water buffalo, sorry. Just for political correctness, this is water buffalo, not beef. Alright, cut it down, small, nice and small, in fact shredded apart. Yes, Dipti? My wife is here, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello. You can't see her because she refuses to be on camera.
Because I'm unwashed and disgusting.
Yes. So yeah, cutting the beef. Maybe you guys want to look at my face instead of the beef. I don't know. Should I change the camera angle? Okay, you've seen enough beef chopping. Is that enough beef chopping for you guys? Do you want to see my face while I chop the beef? Eating air, says Akash. Hello to Jules Rose. Ah yes. Hello to Rahul, who's Indian. Alright, I'm still chopping beef, so excuse my face because it's like I'm chopping into tough beef cubes. And that's my mother in the background. Can you speak in Hindi? No man, I don't speak in Hindi. I don't even think in Hindi. So yeah, Hindi is not my thing. Mom, people can see you. My mother running away. Hello to my wife. Yeah. So some of you might be wondering, how do I live in India and speak English and not Hindi? Sorry. The beef is punishing me. That's because I grew up speaking English at home, and I went to a school where everything was taught in English. Hi mom, there's my mother. And and yeah, so that's why I guess English is my first language. And of course I blame the British and thank them as well in one way or the other. Because yeah, I guess they came here and got English to India and forced everyone to speak it. So yeah, no more jibber jabber for, wait, whose daughter is that? For Paul. Hey Paul, hello to your daughter, whatever her name is, and no more jibber jabber, time to make that keto carbonara or whatever we're making. Franken food, yes. Enough jibber jabber, time to make that Franken food. Nice looking mom. I'll let her know. Alright, so the beef is cut and it looks like a sloppy Joe. Like, can you see it? Look at that, it's just one mess. All the sauce around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry the beef. Yeah, there is white in my beard. I'm 35 years old, so I guess I am old in some ways. So yeah, so I'm going to fry the beef in another pan. In fact, I'm going to shift this pan to the other stove. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to take out another pan. Hang on. I'm back with a pan. Alright. And that. Whew, it's hot. Okay, I don't know if you can see now what I'm doing. Can you see the pan? Yes, you can. So this pan is getting heated up. Now we're going to put the beef on this. and no butter, no oil. It's a non-stick pan, and we're going to let the beef really caramelize. Actually, I'll put some oil, just a little bit.
Are you chopping up a lovely board?
Yes. I thought your board was for chopping.
No, that was for me to shoot with.
Oh, I'll wash it for you if you want.
No, it's fine.
Alright, take my spatula and, well, once again, turn the oil out first, all across the pan. Spread the oil. And now, put in the beef. All of it, sauce and everything. All the beef, yes. Shovel it in. It's almost a kilo of beef, I think. Okay. Just spread that in the pan and let that cook. Now, let's see what's up with this. Look at that. It's cooking nicely. We've got like a flavored cauliflower rice. So, why did I put all that beef and that sauce which is already cooked in the pan? Now, my wife actually made beef rendang. Yes, beef rendang this afternoon. And what the basic process is of the rendang is you cook the beef in coconut milk and it reduces till it becomes a sticky coating on the beef and the beef is cooked tender. So I'm doing exactly the same thing. I literally want to reduce the tomato sauce down, the cream, almost burn it on top of the beef and get some mad flavor in there. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out now. But let's hope it does. So that Ganesha is just for aesthetic value. Nobody in this house believes in God. We are all atheists. But my mother does like the aesthetic appeal of Ganesha. So don't get excited about me being religious or anything. Hey Paul. Hello to Jamie Ann. And thank you. I'm really glad you enjoy all the recipes and everything else. Thank you to Jennifer G, who loves my vegetarian recipes. Thank you to Sissy Wilkie. Javier, the sauce could burn otherwise. I want to burn the sauce. Well, not burn, but like just sort of make it crispy and caramelly. Thank you to, hello to Vishak, hello to Cindy D, hello to George Clooney. Oh, sorry, no, that's DNC saying I look like George Clooney or my beard looks like George Clooney. Yeah, British did good, British did bad. There are a lot of problems with a lot of things in life, but you know what? That's all in the past now. We just got to move forward. Coffee is good, of course. Alright, let's check in on the rice. This is not the easiest thing to do, is to cook and film at the same time. Yeah, now I can. This is like holding a selfie stick. A selfie with my cauliflower rice. Click a picture quick. I'm kidding, guys. Okay, I'm going to lower the heat. Just gonna... Oh, yes. Look at that. Okay, wait. It's too complicated. Yeah. Can you see it? Can you see it? I think you can see it now. Okay. So the rice has got nice crispy bits on it now. Look at that. Yeah. That's awesome. And it's almost drying up. It's like a nice cauliflower mush, like we call in India khichdi. So give it another spread. Just gonna let it cook down now. Meanwhile, you can have a look at the beef that's cooking. Turn up the heat a wee bit. Want everything to sort of evaporate, caramelize, fry in its own fat. Yes. Alright. Tell your wife to take over. My wife, now she's busy doing some work. Hello to Preet. Hello to Cherry. My wife is actually taking some photographs. She's doing some photography. Hello to Melly B. Alright. This is fun. Dana and Chris in Florida. Great show. Thank you, Chris. Hello to you and Dana both. So guys, also I don't know if you noticed, but we hit 75,000 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing to the channel and really appreciate all your support. Soham no beef does not taste like mutton at all. It's a very, very different flavor. But I mean, if you have to pick a meat that you have to compare it to in some way, then I think mutton is the closest competitor. Enough jibber jabber, Rohit. Enough jibber jabber. Time to cook that beef. You know, there's an Indian singer called Vishal Dadlani who I met yesterday for a conference at the VH1 office. And you know, like he's a really famous guy. And every time he meets someone, they're like, can you sing this song for us? Can you sing this song? And I just realized that, like, if I ever got that famous, jibber jabber is going to be my thing. Like people be like, can you say jibber jabber once? Can you say jibber jabber? No more jibber jabber, please. Can you? Hey, can you once say please no jibber jabber? But yeah, just a stray thought in my head. Speaking of which, we're going to get those t-shirts done by October, I think. Enough jibber jabber, horns up, and Headbanger's Kitchen, of course. Would you make a keto version of something from Sindhi cuisine? I'll need to first learn some Sindhi cuisine, but yeah, it's a very real possibility. I'm willing to work on that. Yes, delicious will be the third t-shirt design. What's cooking? Asked Jane. So here's some beef from a beef stew which I'm refrying. So this is a thrice cooked beef, and here is some cauliflower rice with beef stew gravy and spinach. So I call it a food Frankenstein. Basically, a live stream is a food Frankenstein with whatever I have left over in the house. Say jibber jabber 5 times really fast. Jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber. Ow, eh. Jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber. Ow, eh. Jibber jabber, 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 jibber. My wife looks very sternly at me.
Seriously?
That was hilarious. Maybe I should do comedy as well. It's always alternative career. You guys remember Scatman John? Yes, I play guitar, Soham. I have a band called Demonic Resurrection. I am the vocalist and the frontman of the band, but I don't sing like this. But yeah, anyway, I was saying, do you guys remember Scatman John? You know, so yeah, chip chap chip chap chip chap. Sorry, that's really funny. It's making me giggle. Anyway, still checking on this beef. I should do a little, ooh, color. I'm seeing color. Oh yes, the tomatoes are getting like blackened now. Oh, it's taking shape, my friends. I currently live in Mumbai, India. Though if anyone wants to give me a visa for the UK, I'm willing to move to the UK. Seriously. For now, only the UK because the language is easier to speak. Otherwise, if I knew French and German, we could consider France and Germany. But yeah, for now, only accepting UK visa. Can you say hi to my son Sahil and Preet? Hello Sahil and hello Preet and hello to Ami Patel as well. Thank you for tuning in. Hello to Javier from Madrid. Yes, please come to Manchester. In Mumbai, I live in Juhu, but I can't give you any more details of where I live. Let's check the cauliflower rice. Yeah. Looks good? Oh yes. And it looks about done, almost. Okay, so I'm not going to cover it now. And give this a swirl also. Yeah. Oh boy. It's really hot in the kitchen. Does flambe you mean? Yeah. Yeah, it would give you a taste depending on what alcohol you use. Alright. So this food I'm making, I feel like it's sick food. Like if I was sick, this would be great food to eat. So Geetika asked me, what are your future plans for the channel and career? Um, for the channel, I'm going to keep the keto recipes going for as long as you guys will watch them. For my personal career, I'm hoping that my music sort of takes me across the world and allows me to tour in Europe, UK, USA, Australia, world over. So that's the dream, and fingers crossed that it works out. I'll start working on a new album for my band end of this year. But before I do that, I'm doing a solo album, my third solo album. I'm going to start work. It's actually work has already started. And how much weight did I lose on keto? Well, I lost 10 kilos, then I gained back 6, and then I lost 2, and then I gained 2, and then I lost 3, and I gained 1. And I've just been yo-yoing for a while now, but I did lose a big chunk of that 6 kilos in the start, which is basically the visible 6 kilos. Also, talking a lot on the live stream is exhausting. Do you guys know my friends Matt and Megha from Keto Connect? I always envy them when it comes to live streams because there are two of them, and like you can divide the talking between two people. So if you get one person gets tired, the other one can like take over. My solo project is under my stage name, which is Demon Stealer. And what's my favorite keto snack? I like ham and cheese. That's generally my favorite keto snack. And salted peanuts, 20 grams. And now I've got some pistachios in the house, so pistachios also do the job. Say Mazi Mumbai, no. I'll say Boodalicious Bombay. Because yeah. Yes, Keto Connect are awesome. Good friends of mine. Very, very nice people. Very helpful. More power to them. This beef is starting to look really nice now. Is she Indian? Is who Indian? Is Megha Indian? Yes, she is. From Keto Connect, if you're asking. But I guess born and brought up in the USA, so I mean, well, most non-residential Indians are born and brought up in the USA, if they are from the USA. Or if they're from the UK, they're born and brought up in the UK. God, that was a dumb thing to say. Oh boy. I need some more coffee. Okay, so the spinach rice is dried up. Perfectly done. Mushy, like, it's more like cauliflower mash actually now. I won't even call it a rice. Call it cauliflower mash. That's in the kitchen. If it gets too mushy, call it a mash. Yes, some of the best metal comes from the UK. I mean, look, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. Judas Priest is UK, right? And of course, Bloodstock Festival is going on right now in the UK, and I am miserable that I'm missing it. I love Bloodstock. I played there in 2012, so yeah. How about starting your own keto restaurant? I actually don't think I ever want to have a restaurant because the restaurant business is very cutthroat, and yeah, I don't know. It's not something I'd want to do. Maybe if somebody like sort of just takes my creativity and does all the other work for the restaurant, I'm happy to get involved. Stop playing with your beard. No, I will not stop. You have any YouTube channel of my band? Yes, you can just look for Demonic Resurrection on YouTube and you will find it. That's DEMONIC RESURRECTION. Demonic Resurrection. You will find it. Oh boy. This is quite exhausting, I must say. Ooh, and I'm starting to get a headache now, I think.
All the talking.
Yeah, it's all the talking. My body's not used to so much. Do a lot of people do keto here? Yes, it's becoming quite popular now in India. So a lot of people are getting on board with it. So yeah. Whew. I'm stirring the beef if you're wondering what I'm doing. And you can see it's starting to caramelize. Look at the tomato sauce is reduced down. All the oils have separated. And you can see the beef starting to get a crispy edge to it. So just going to let that keep cooking. We don't want to burn it. We just want to keep reducing and reducing and reducing and reducing. Hydrate yourself. Yeah, I should get myself a glass of water. Where's my little bottle? I'll use a glass. Somebody's asking if my dad is home. No, Mickey sir is not home right now. And I've got one of these cool things on my fridge. Look, water. Hey, good morning, Tim and Minette from Colorado in the USA. That's really cool. I think they saw you, Dipti. Jules from Venus. I wish my husband would cook for me.
Me too.
There, my wife says, me too. Why, Dipti? Do I not cook for you? Just kidding, I cook for her. And she cooks for me also, so share the kitchen duties. In fact, this cauliflower rice, she riced it and kept it. And she made beef rendang for lunch, which I ate.
The cauliflower rice will taste really good with the beef.
Of course, I have ruined the cauliflower rice now. Or maybe not. Oh, the beef is getting color. I'm liking this blackening of the beef. We can call it blackened beef and spinach cauliflower mush. It is about 7 in the evening here. Maybe 6:30. No, 7?
7.
It's 7 o'clock in the evening in Mumbai city. This is my kitchen and my Joby pad. Joby pod. I have a exhaust fan, but if I put it on, you'll not hear what I'm saying because it's quite loud. Alright. Oh my. Hello to Peyton from London. Peyton Brook. Hello to Zwitcher's Life. Keto food truck. That's the thing. I would ideally not want to be in a food truck cooking all day. I think YouTube is fine for now. I will just stick with YouTube. YouTube is good. YouTube is fun. Alright. What else are we talking about? Amazing plans for the future. How can I make spinach so it doesn't taste bitter in my recipes? Try the spinach soup I made. I think that worked quite well. Okay, so it's quite hot now, but the beef is cooking. It'll take some time. So I'm going to step out of the kitchen to get some fresh air. So, oh, I can feel the breeze now. Let me show you my view, which you want. That's the beach outside my house. Yeah, Paul, so in India the real estate prices are ridiculous. So anyway, it's a weekend, so the beach, as you can see, is quite full. I got married in Jan this year. Yeah, so that's the beach. There's a cool breeze blowing. That's my little storage room. That's my living room. It's not mine, it's my parents', but yeah, I live here, so. Okay, yeah, so anyway. Woo! It's good to get a whiff of that cold breeze. Alright, back to the beef now. Let's see if it's... Do I surf? Oh, no. You do not want to get into the waters in India. Whatever you do not go into the water. Not in India, just in Bombay actually. Because in Bombay, all the sewage from the entire city goes into the water. So I would not recommend going into the water in Bombay city at least. Though people do it without fear, I would not do it. Okay, look at this. This is the blackened beef I'm talking about. See how caramelized it is? That's the stuff I'm talking about. I'm going to take this one piece out. Let it cool. I'll taste it then and see if it's any good. Yeah. Anyway, last time I was on my live stream and I said something bad about my country. A lot of Indians got like, how dare you say about our country like that? Especially when there are people from other countries listening. You know, like the word doesn't get around. Like people don't know. But people know. But anyway, that's why I'm not going to talk about that now. Anirudh asks, what do I do for a living? I am officially a YouTuber for a full-time profession. I am also a freelance music consultant with Fatado's Music. I am also a record producer, music producer. I record bands in my home studio. And I am a full-time performing musician who makes no money from his music, but I play in one active band right now, and I have 3 or 4 other bands as well. Anyway, here's that blackened piece of beef, and this is what I want. I wanted everything to caramelize and the beef is still chewy. Nothing's going to save it. The water buffalo. Particularly tough water buffalo. So, here's an interesting thing you didn't know about India. So the cattle, the water buffalo that is slaughtered, has no standard as such. Okay, this is done now. Yeah, this is done. I'm turning it off. It's dried up perfectly. So as I was saying about the water buffalo, in India, we don't slaughter cows for local consumption, or water buffaloes or bulls or whatever in whichever state. We don't sort of breed them with the intent of killing them for slaughter for meat. They are actually old cattle, draft animals, as my wife says, which are basically, once they're done working their life and living out their entire life, they are then sold for slaughter. So therefore the quality of each animal varies. So you can buy a cut of tenderloin, like you can buy a tenderloin from one animal which is smooth as butter, and the next day you buy from the same guy and it's not as good, because there's no standard as such. Like I said, here we don't, like in the US you have huge cattle farms, or you have grass-fed beef which is reared in pastures specifically for slaughter. Here, no. Animals are just basically put to work till they are old and then sent to the abattoir, and yeah. And that is why when it was banned in India or in my state, it became a problem, because that is how the farmers were surviving. They would, when the animal became old and useless, only then did it go to slaughter. It was not like they had like huge cattle farms. And the funny thing is, we do rear cattle just for meat, but all that is only to export. That is never sent to the Indians to eat. So there's a bit of hypocrisy there as well. But before I get more into this debate, because it'll only, go into a negative space, I'll move on to questions. Keto cookbook. I will look into it maybe at the end of the year. What do you guys think? Should I do a... Okay, what if I did a cookbook for Kindle cookbook, 35 keto recipes? Just something to... An ebook just to start on. Not like a main cookbook hardcover, but what if we do 35 keto recipes ebook? Would you guys pick it up? And at what price? What would you be willing to pay for an ebook? It'll have pictures, it'll have the recipes, it'll have the macros, everything. But leave me a comment, let me know what you'd pay for that book. Then I will accordingly figure out whether we should work on it or not. Anirudh, I just go to the butcher and I say, do you have tenderloin? He'll show me the piece, he'll weigh it, I'll say yes or no, and that's it. So Sissy, the thing with tough meats, when you talk about it, you're referring to meat which still has some fat on it. Because in, like I said, the cuts of beef we get here it's lean, but it's tough. Now pork, on the other hand, we get with all the fat. So pork is tender and delicious. Mantis, yes, good point. But we do eat all that, just that we have a different cattle for it. Anyway, yeah. Okay guys, so I'm done. I'm done with the cooking. Should I plate up now? Let's plate it up. My mom's here trying to wipe the dishes out. Mom, can you wait? I'll wipe them. You don't need to do all the work. I'll do it.
No, I want to do it. So when you finish...
Okay, fine. I'll be another 10 minutes more maybe. Alright, let's get a plate out. Let's start plating. Whew. Alright. I'm putting the board away. My wife is briefing my mother on my crazy. No, Mom, I think I'm I'm going to be eating this concoction of mine. Food Frankenstein is eaten only by me. Alright, let's do this. Can you see the plate now?
But she wouldn't give me the recipe. So I looked online and I found something.
Okay. Let's do something fancy. Alright. Yeah, fancy plating. Yeah. So heavy discussion. Oops.
I've tried a bunch of different recipes. I'll try some more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's get some of that beef on top. I just realized that looks really awful in the light. Sorry guys, I was missing for a bit, but yeah, maybe there's some better light somewhere else.
Near the window.
Ah, okay, looks a little better now. Yeah, here it looks much better. It needs more color though. Yeah, it looks a bit like sick food, like. Alright. Yes, you can support Headbangers Kitchen on Patreon if you like. That's a cookie cut, it's no fancy utensils. Take pictures of everything you make. If you do make a cookbook, it'll be great with pictures. You should collaborate with Beer Biceps. Yeah, but he's become too famous now, so I can't even get him to reply on Facebook. Are your parents okay with you eating beef at home? Buddy, can I please just make this clear one last time? Indians and Hindus eat beef. All of them do. Only the upper class Brahmins don't. And my family has eaten beef for as long as we've been alive. Sindhis always ate beef. At least the non-religious ones. But yeah, I'm not into, like I said, I do this just basically for fun or whatever. Alright. Okay. Ooh, $12.99 for a cookbook? Wow. That's like insane. Damn. I'm so glad you'd pay that much. I won't charge you that much though, ever. Upper class brown men. Shit, that's so politically incorrect. Before your book, better studio, better gear. I like my gear. Well, I will actually, yeah. I'll get a new camera maybe. Maybe I should shut the door. There's a lot of chitter chatter going on, jibber jabber going on in my living room. Anyway, this live stream is nearing its end any which way. So I need to taste my product. Time to taste this cauliflower mush. So I'm tasting just the cauliflower mush. Look at that. Oh. Guys, I'll be honest. It does not look that great. I mean, it's green, it's mushy. It looks like moss almost, like, you know, moss when moss grows on things. But it is so tasty because it's tomato from the stew. There's spinach which has cream in it and butter and spinach. And it's just delightful. Now let me taste the beef once again. Oh, look at that caramelization. And it's hot, my fingers are. Oh, the flavor. Beef is still slightly chewy, but the tomato flavor of the stew has intensified. The spices have become more concentrated and it is awesome. It is awesome. Hello to Adip from Pune and hello to Simon. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm really, really grateful. There's 71 of you tuned in right now. It's incredible. Hey Crystal, really glad you like the carbonara. That is actually like a brilliant dish for like just one person. and it hits all the fat macros. I mean, it's just spot on. Hey, thank you, Jules. I'm glad you like my smile. I think my wife does too. There's an ant in my plate. Oh boy, I'm getting quite stuffed. I actually ate quite a bit, so I'm just forcing myself. But this is really good, this cauliflower. I make carbonara in about 2 hours. Carbonara should take you 10 minutes. Okay guys, I can't eat anymore. I'm full. The thing is, my wife made keto ice cream, and the recipe she used is like a fat bomb. Like, it is so many calories, and I just couldn't stop eating it. So I think I'm actually going to skip dinner today, because so this will be lunch tomorrow. But I don't think I can eat any more food today. Ooh, I'm done. Yeah, the Americans are just waking up now. Hey, thank you, George. Glad you like the recipes. Ankala Muller. What food goes great with beer? Well, if you're drinking beer, you might as well just go all out and eat all the junk food you're eating, because it's beer. And then fast or whatever the next day. I'm assuming you're not on keto, that's why you're drinking beer. Hello to Janet. Hello to Jules. Hello to Jennifer. Oh boy. Okay, guys. I think I've reached the end of my ability to live stream anymore, because I'm tired. Hello to Martin. And I still want to go down to my studio and play drums now, which, because I played death metal music, is going to be like a workout. And I'm so tired today. Shoot, I'm sorry, I got a phone call. So yeah, I walked all the way to my supermarket, and I walked back. Then I went down and I set up the drum kit, and I played for a bit, and I recorded some riffs and all that. Hey, thank you, Don. Wow, that's just incredible, man. That's so kind of you. Shout out to Don Hochin. Don Hochin from, I'm assuming you're from the UK or US. Wow, so many people. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much. You can re-watch this live video, and you can leave me your comments. I will answer them. I generally try and answer all your comments, but these days there are quite a few comments. But yeah, I'm going to go now, play some drums. I'm going to record some more music, and I'm going to make a recipe tomorrow. So Monday, I will give you the kebab recipe which I promised you. And I keep my word. So the kebab recipe on Monday night. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, and keep cooking, keep ketoing. Good night.